What do you have in your folder when you do your party? Do you have the kit flyer?
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody has a kit flyer.
Yes.
You have your info on it for contact?
Yes.
Do you have the company phone number covered up with your own?
Yes.
If you don't, please do so. Otherwise, they're calling the company and being given to somebody else. Okay? Secondly, do you do a door prize drawing at your party?
Yes.
Do you use it as a screening tool?
Yes.
All right.
Sorry.
Make sure you're doing the door prize drawing. I know Mindy hands it out at NCO class. Do a door prize drawing. It's one more piece of Tupperware you can give away, but it is a good screening tool. A lot of people are too shy to say anything to you. One, about dating. Two, about recruiting. So make sure you use the door prize drawing slip. Review it before you start adding up the orders. That way you can talk to them one-on-one when they come up to you and place your order. Okay? Did everybody get a mirror yet? I might run out and I apologize. Dollar General only had, so much. Sorry.
Recruit flyer, door prize drawing.
The recruiting flyer, and I point that out right at the very beginning. I go over everything in my folder. I tell them exactly what's in there. I go over both kit options, and I started out by saying, Tupperware is a great part-time job, great supplemental income. If you're thinking about it, hosting a show is the best way to get started. You've got the big $129.99 kit, and then you have the $79.99 kit available to you. And then I go over at the party, when I do that, I'll say, Kim, our hostess, if she decides to sell Tupperware today, she could get her starter kit through me, and all the datings, everyone agreeing here to do a show, will be her shows to get her started. So make sure you point that out, that their friends are going to be helping their friends and stuff. The other thing was the door prize slip. Big, that's a big one. That's a big, big, big one there. How many of you do questions about your job during the demo? Do you do the auction money, $200 for every question about my job? I do a minimum 9 questions. They have to ask me 9 questions before the hostess gets a prize for me for the 9 questions about my job. And I tell them right from the very beginning, 9 questions about my job, not about products, just about my job. Otherwise, they'll ask you questions about the products. Does everybody have a mirror? I might run out of mirrors. Does everybody have a mirror?
Make sure consultants only directors you can wait.
Okay. I got this training from Mary Ellen. I can't remember where it was brought at. She's a distributor. Does everybody have the mirror? This is something you can do. I want you guys to do it for just 1 month. Just promise me you'll do it for 1 month. Try it 1 month, okay? This month. I want you to take that mirror, and I want you to hold it up in front of your face. I want you to look in the mirror, and I want you to say, I'm one mean dating and recruiting machine.
I'm one mean dating and recruiting machine.
Say it again. I'm one mean dating and recruiting machine. I want you to do that every time before you go into a party. I want you to look in that rear view mirror while you pretty yourself up before you go in, pop a breath mint in, and I want you to say to yourself in the car in the mirror, I'm one mean dating and recruiting machine. Okay, that's going to get you pumped up. It's going to remind you to talk about it during the party. How many of you sprinkle recruiting bids throughout your party? Please try to work them in. Like if you're talking about the Rock and Surf large set, you could say this is $91.50, or you could host a show and get it for half price, or get it for absolutely free, or it's also included in your starter kit. $91.50 Rock and Surf set in your starter kit. Please explain to them that this is self-employment. It doesn't fall out of the sky into your lap. You have to work it every single day, just like a regular job. Work it. Everybody Cabbage Patch, work it. Work it. Are there any questions about the kit, the door prize slip? Yes. Door prize slip. Have you been to NCO class yet? Mindy has them here. They're out there in the a page a sheet. And that it's 2 parts per thing. Has a hostess name and the customer's name. Questions: what did you like hearing about my job? Would you like to set aside 20 minutes to hear about my job? Yes, no, maybe. In a scale of 1 to 10, no 5s. What is your interest level in selling Tupperware? What's your interest level in hosting a show? Would you host a show in the future? Yes, no, maybe. And that. And please, tell them at the party, or what's one thing holding you back from selling Tupperware? And tell them at the party, if it's your husband, put husband. You know, that way it lets you know how to overcome the objection. And that.
So you go over the whole slip with them at first.
Quickly.
Okay.
I don't ask the question, wait for them to answer it.
No. That's
Quickly. Yeah.
Now, is this in the pack we got at Super Saturday? Did you include that? Is that included?
I don't think so.
What was the question? I didn't hear.
If that was included in the pack
In
from
the
Super
Super
Saturday.
Saturday.
You mean the door prize drawing? I sell them out there. I think they're 3 cents, 2 cents.
Okay.
So they're up against the wall.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
'cause
And you get them in your starter papers when you go to NCO class. They're in there.
what do you do with them?
I do it at the very end after I'm done doing the auction. I do the door prize drawing. Everyone fills it out, hands it in, and I put them in a bowl or whatever I have, modular make, put them all in there and draw one, and one lucky winner gets this. And I dump them out by my day book, and then I hand this out, and then I get back to my day book, after I do this midget game, then I get back to my day book and I'm unfolding them quickly and reading them quickly before anybody comes up and places an order with me.
So you do this before this midget game?
Yeah. No, after.
After this midget game?
Yeah. Yeah. Because they might be afraid. How many of you were a hostess prior before you signed up to sell Tupperware? You hosted a show first before you signed up to sell Tupperware. How many of you just called and said, I want to do it? How many of you were tricked into it by opening that little thing? Yes, I was an uninvited guest, and I opened up this midget. Yeah.
You're asked Tupperware Lady Game when you do the minimum 9 question, you say the hostess will get a prize.
Yep. What I'm doing is, I have this and a keychain at the very beginning. I give the hostess $800, a keychain, and this. And then when I do the questions about my job, I give her this and a heart-shaped locket keychain. And I open up the locket, she gets this little heart-shaped locket, and I open it up. I said, because you guys are the heart of my business, and you can put my picture here and my contact info. And I, just gently.
You don't do it for them?
What? No, I don't. I don't do it for him. And I tell him, I said, she does not get these until you guys ask me 9 questions about my job. And it's sitting right there. And as soon as before the party, I'm counting out $1,800. Because it's $200 for every question. Any other? And sometimes they don't ask the question, so you have to goat people. I will walk up and say yes, and answer my own question. Sorry. Any other questions? Q&A. How we doing on time?
After you do questions about my job, do you say anything to them?
Yeah, 7 minutes left.
I have 7 minutes. If it depends on the questions. If I'm pulling teeth trying to get them to ask 9 questions, I will most of the time just say, if this interests you, please speak to me afterwards. We can speak one-on-one and go over the starter kit, and then I look at their order form. If they're ordering a lot of stuff out of the starter kit, if you sign up to sell Tupperware, you can get this. We can set up your grand opening party and all that. So yes, I tell them to speak to me afterwards. If they're asking great questions, lots of good, in-depth questions. How much did you make last year? What do you need to be a manager? All of that stuff. Then I definitely focus in on them more at the party. I make sure that I'm spending more one-on-one time with them when they come up.
You have 4 minutes, Melissa.
4 minutes.
15.
Any questions at all?
And then door prize drawings too, they're kind of like, you can take the lead, they're like leads, but after the party, where's your follow-up? Like, you can follow up.
Yeah. Yes, because they might be too shy to say anything. They might mark a 6 or 7 on there, interested in selling, but they are just too afraid to speak to you right then and there.
What do you do with them?
TMAC. Did you write that down? TMAC. The morning after call. It's not your boyfriend. The morning after call. You call them the next day so that way you're fresh in their memory still. So do a follow-up phone call. Hey, thank you very much for coming to Linda's party. I was going through my door prize slips and I didn't get a chance to talk to you. And you marked maybe you're interested in selling Tupperware. What questions do you have about it that I might be able to answer for you? Any other questions?
Do you call everybody that's over a 1? Or
No.
Where do you rank?
6 or 7.
6 or 7?
3 if I have time.
Right. Yeah.
If it's a 3 or 4, there's no 5s on the slip. There's no sitting on the fence.